Hi everyone, welcome to Project Allotment. Today I'm going to be showing you how I clean out the chicken coop and look after the chickens on a day-to-day basis. Good morning everyone. Today I'm letting the chickens out to enjoy some fresh air in the pasture while I get to work and cleaning their coop and run. Look at them go, absolutely loving this space. This routine gives them a bit of freedom and makes my job so much easier. Let's get this place spotless before they're back for lunch. Right, it's time to collect the eggs. In the first nesting box, it's just the one today. In the second, we got 2 lovely eggs, and in the third is another one. 4 eggs in total for my happy hens. Okay, so to clean the chicken coop, first of all I have to get in there. Now currently the only point of access for me is through this hatch. It's a nice big hatch. I can get in there, I can give it a good clean. At the moment, to get into the far corner, I've actually got to physically climb in. So today, I'm going to open up another door on the other side that'll give me access to the whole coop. So what I've done on this side of the coop is I've cut out a doorway using my circular saw with the blade set to a very, very shallow level, just bigger than the OSB, so I won't be cutting in to any other supporting wood on the other side of this OSB. So now if I remove it, we can see what it's like on the other side. So this should just come out nice and easy. As you can see, I do struggle to get to this side, so all this needs to come out. So what I'll do is I'll get a wheelbarrow, stick it under here. I can just tip it over the side, straight into the wheelbarrow, straight into the compost bin. So if I just pop the wheelbarrow underneath there, all I need to do to clean it is just have it drop straight down into it. And now I can get access to all this I normally struggle to get to. Just empty it straight into the barrow. So what I need to do is I need to brush all the bedding, all the bedding. What I need to do is I need to brush all of this over into one big pile. Let's see all of this out. If you can see it on the camera, but there's quite big chunks of poo in here. See, all this will just go straight into the compost bin. Okay, just going to empty this wheelbarrow and I'll be back to get a bit more. Once the main part of the coop has been cleaned, I just need to give the nesting box a once over as well. So here's me just scooping out all the sawdust and any chicken poo that might be in there. Okay, so now that I've cleaned out all the bedding, what I need to do now is I need to treat for any parasites or red mite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray these, make sure I get in right into the corners where they like to live. Give it all a good spray, let it dry before I let the chickens back in. So I'm going to do that now before I start cleaning around outside of the coop. So normally what I'd have to do is I'd have to climb through here and do all this whilst inside the coop. So this doorway makes things so much easier. Where I can just stand out here, I'm not having to climb in. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone all the way around the coop, I've sprayed this in all the nooks and crannies. Make sure to get into every little corner, because what they do is they love to live in little cracks of wood. So I've just gone around and sprayed absolutely everywhere. Now I'm going to let that get nice and dry. I'll put some new bedding down, I'll close everything up, and then I'll let the chickens back in. So when we're waiting for the coop to dry, next thing to do is give in here a good sweep, get rid of any little bits that might be lying around. So we'll get started on that now. So what I need to do now is I need to scoop all this out. I can put this into the compost bin as well. Okay, so now that it's nice and clean in there, next thing to do is to refill it with bedding. Now I've got to say, filling it from this side So much easier. So I'm quite happy with putting this door in. Let's grab this around, see if we need any more. Think we might. I need tons more. That should just about do the main bit of the coop. Let's give that a good covering. That's probably a little bit too much. So what I'll do is I'll just chuck some through to the nesting boxes. Get a little bit out of here. I want more in the nesting box than I do in the main section. There we go. You see there's a nice little covering in there. Okay, for now, because I've not got any hinges, I'm just going to screw this door back on. And then the next time when it comes to giving it a clean, in a week or two, I'll install some hinges and I can just lift it up and hook it down just like I do with the other sort with the door. So I'm going to stick one screw in here. Let's stick one on this side. That should be plenty to hold it in place.
Alright, the coop and the run are now spotless, and it's now time to bring Steve and the girls back from the pasture. We've had a great time exploring, but it's time to come back now.
Go on, in you go. Come on, Steve. Come on, in you go. Okay, last job is I just need to make sure that the chickens have enough food and they have enough water. This is something I do on a daily basis, whereas the cleaning is more of a weekly, every other week. This is my feeder. This holds about a week's worth of food anyway. It just happens that it's run out today, that it needs a good top up, and the water just needs a refresh. So I'm going to tip out what's in there. I'm going to put some fresh in there. Okay, so easy enough. All I need to do with the feeder is just open that up, take my shovel out, and just tip the bag in. Now it holds just under a bag, so I'll probably have about that much in the bag left. So easy enough to rip the bag open. Pour it in. That's the birds sorted for the next week with food or thereabouts. Pop that back in there, because what I do is I fill this up when I put the birds out into the pasture. Empty it back again because it'll just end up everywhere. It also lets the rats get to it. So I don't really want to attract any rats if I can avoid it. So if I leave that out, they'll eat that before they go to bed. And I just leave this in there at the top. That's all I have to do with the feeding. Leave this, and I'll top this up throughout the week. So the way this feeder works is that it is rat proof. So what happens is, when the chicken stands on here, the bottom opens up and they can stick the bed down there where the food is, and they can get to all the food that they need, and then they step off and it closes, and then the rats can't get in. Keeps the rats away because there's nothing for them here, and the chickens can use it. Right, so now it comes to cleaning the water. So again, this is more of a top-up job, although once a week I'll empty it out and I'll put brand new fresh water in. So if I just tip it out for now. And then use just a little bit. Let's get it nice and rinsed out. Now all I do is I just top it up. There you go, easy as that. So now that I've topped the water up, I'm just going to add a little bit of this. So this is a poultry drink, and what it does is it maintains good condition and appetite in poultry, it says on the bottle. So it's just to encourage them to eat a little bit more and make sure that they're nice and healthy. Now, I need to add about 40 millilitres to what I've put in here. So each cap holds about 10, so I'm going to put 4 caps in. There we go. And there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Project Allotment, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy gardening.